Now listen. Now, link to the chapter of assessment is your next chapter, which is audit. Everyone listen. When you go ahead, now everything will come in this linking of the assessment chapter only. When the officer went ahead and did the scrutiny and he found some discrepancy, he went ahead and told you. You went ahead and gave an explanation. He did not like the explanation. What can he do? To gather evidence. See, when he has to pass demand order against you, he need evidences. To gather evidences, officer will do what? Audit and special audit. And here we are in the chapter of audit and special audit. Everyone over here now. Audit, listen, this chapter from exam point of view is C graded. But your good luck can be very good. They can tell you to write a short note on audit and you will get 4 marks. Can I go ahead, everyone? 2 marks to 4 marks is something which is maximum expected. Everyone over here now. Section number 65 goes ahead and talks about audit by tax authorities. Section number 66 talks about special audit. Everyone over here now. Audit mein what happens? Sir, before starting the audit, at least 15 prior working days ka. See, one is section number 65, which is audit by what? Tax authorities, means GST department ka officers only will come and they will do the audit. But sometimes GST department thinks that we don't want to do the audit. We want to get it done from a chartered accountant so that it can be specialization. And that is why they can ask one CA to do the audit, and that is known as what, everyone? Special audit. Everyone, audit by tax authorities. Listen, whenever they want to go ahead and do the audit के लिए first at least how many days का notice will be given to you? 15 working days. Prior notice will be given in ADT 01. And sir, commissioner or person authorized, either commissioner can do it or any person authorized by the commissioner, either by a general or specific order, can come and do the audit. Always remember, audit can be undertaken for what? Period of 1 year, part of the year, or multiple year. Remember, audit can be done for what? 1 year, part of the year, or multiple of year. Once the audit will start, remember, audit can be done at your place of business also. Audit can be done at their place of business also, at their office also. Means GST department ka officer also can come, or they can tell you, take your books of accounts and come to my office. When the audit will start, everyone listen. This is an important question. Baba, C graded chapter ka important question. ठीक है? What do you mean by commencement of audit? What do you mean by commencement of audit? Because once the audit commences, they should complete the audit within how much time? 3 months. So remember, commencement of audit means the later of the day you made the books available or actual institution of audit at the place of business. You made the books available on 1st of January only. The officers came to your premises for 15th of January. So when will the audit start? 1st or 15th? 15. And from the date of start of the audit, they should complete the audit within how many time? 3 months. Now listen, if they could not complete the audit within 3 months, commissioner can further extend the time limit by 6 months. Now, once the audit is completed, sir, if not completed, the extension can be given after the recording the reason in writing. Now listen, once the audit is concluded, within the next 30 days, the officer will go ahead and inform you about the finding. Basically, you know what? He will give the audit observations to you. He'll tell, these are my audit observation. Now, I will pass a demand order on you. Better you make the payment. If you pay, chapter closed. If you don't make the payment, demand and recovery. He will use this evidence and give you a love letter. Demand order will, now show cause notice will come, and after the show cause notice, demand order will come. Are we all clear till here? So what they are telling? First, they will inform you about the findings in ADT 02, basically your rights, obligation, reason for the finding. Nothing, Baba. Audit report along with audit observation shall be provided, directing him to discharge the liability. If the tax is not paid, short paid, erroneously refunded, ITC wrongly availed or utilized, either you make the payment, chapter closed. If you don't make the payment, if not discharged, registered person will, PO will initiate action under section number 73 and 74. First, he will give you a show cause notice and then he will give you a demand order. Are we clear till here? Everyone over here now. See, before starting the audit, 15 working days ka notice will be given. Once notice has come, after 15 days, they will start the audit. Once they start the audit should get over within 3 months. If they could not complete within 3 months, further 6 months ka time will be given. After 6 months, audit is over. They will tell you what are their observation. You make the payment of the differential. Might be you have taken some tax more. Might be you have gone ahead and taken some ITC more. Might be you have not paid some tax. Then they will go ahead and tell you, please pay the differential. If you pay the differential, chapter close. If you don't pay, first show cause notice and then demand. Remember, without show cause notice, demand order cannot be given. Can I go ahead, everyone? First show cause notice, then demand order, and then hanging upside down and recovering. तो रिकवरी के लिए डिमांड ऑर्डर इज इंपॉर्टेंट, डिमांड ऑर्डर के लिए शो कॉज नोटिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट, शो कॉज नोटिस के लिए एविडेंस इज इंपॉर्टेंट, एंड फॉर एविडेंस ऑडिट इज डन. Can I go ahead, everyone? Everyone over here, your exam question again. When the officer comes to your premises, everyone over here, when the officer comes to your premises, sir, what are the obligations of a taxable person when he receives the notice of audit? Or what are the rights of the officer during audit? When the officer comes to your premises, they are going ahead and telling, registered person should provide, or the... Okay, 1 minute. First is, what are your obligation? My obligation is your rights. My obligations are basically the rights of the officer. So they are telling either you should provide or authorized officer may require the registered person to, number one, provide him the necessary facility to verify the books of account and other document. You should provide him the necessary facility. Don't make him sit in the godown. Give him some necessary facility. Give him one chair table. Don't tell him put your hanky and sit down. No. Give him necessary facility. Secondly, furnish such information as he may require and render assistance for timely completion. You should go ahead and give him information. Don't give him gossips. Give him information and also give him assistance so that he can complete on time. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one. Sir, special audit. What is special audit over here? Special audit, supposingly officer was doing one scrutiny or any inquiry or any investigation or any other proceeding, and officer greater than assistant commissioner, officer greater than equal to assistant commissioner is of the opinion that the value declared is not correct. It means, I'll tell you, output tax liability is value of supply into rate of tax. Input tax credit you will minus and balance you have to pay. Do you guys agree with me? Now, if you declare the value less, your output tax liability will be less and your payable will be less, and hence if the officer is of the opinion that the value declared is not correct or credit availed is not within normal limit, might be I'm taking more credit. If I take more credit also, my output tax liability will be less. So they are telling either the output is wrong, basically value is wrong, or ITC is wrong. Then the assistant commissioner, you know what he will do? He will go to the commissioner and tell, sir, commissioner, you know Ramesh ka value declared is not correct. Ramesh, ITC is not correct. Then he may, after taking the permission of the commissioner, he can direct me. He can tell, hey Ramesh, you get your audit done from the chartered accountant, and this chartered accountant is nominated by the commissioner. So sir, it says they will direct me. They will issue direction. ADT 03 May, one letter will come to me. Ramesh, get your books of account audited by this chartered accountant. So it says he has to. I have to get my books, record including books, examined by the CA square. Baba, always remember, whenever I say chartered accountant, I mean chartered accountant also and cost accountant also. CA square is chartered accountant or cost accountant. Nominated by the commissioner. My chartered accountant or department ka? Department nominated chartered accountant. Now, sir, special audit will start. When the special audit will start, the CA will finish the audit within how many days? 90 days. If he could not finish within 90 days, then further 90 days ka time limit will be given by the assistant commissioner. On a request received from the registered person or the chartered accountant, the 90 days can be extended by how many days? 90 days. That's all, everyone. Once the audit is concluded, the chartered accountant will give his report to whom? To the assistant commissioner. Now, assistant commissioner will say, Ramesh, now assistant commissioner will go ahead and issue me a DT04. In the DT04, he will tell me what are the discrepancies. Basically, he will tell me what are the audit observation and tell Ramesh, please make the payment. If I pay, then chapter closed. If I don't pay, show cause notice and then demand order. Everyone over here, see. Now audit finding will be communicated to the registered person, and findings and discrepancies along with the audit observation will be given, and they will tell me to discharge the liability. And then I will be given one opportunity of being heard. If tax is not paid, short paid, erroneously I have taken some refund, ITC has been wrongly availed or utilized, all these are the audit finding, then I should make the payment. If I don't pay, proper officer will initiate action under section number 73 and 74. That is, first he will give me a and then a demand order. Everyone over here, listen to me very carefully. Who is nominating the chartered accountant? Commissioner. And it is always paid by the department. You don't have to pay, department will pay. Now your exam question, everyone. What are the different types of audit? Who can conduct the audit of the taxpayer? One is audit by department under section number 65. One is special audit under section number 66. Everyone listen to me very carefully. This is a C graded chapter. 2 to 4 mark is something which I am expecting. They can either ask you one question. Write a note on audit by tax authority. 2 marks. Or they can ask you, write a short note on special audit. You can write this whole story which I told you, the whole story you can write. Or they can ask you, what do you mean by the date of commencement? Or they can ask you, what are the rights and obligation? This point, what are your obligation or what are the officer ka right? Both are same. Can I go ahead, everyone? Or what are the 2 reasons when assistant commissioner can go ahead and tell your audit will be done? Number 1, value is not taken correctly or credit has been taken not within limit. Or one more question can be there. What are the different types of audits? That's all, everyone. From this chapter, I don't think so you have to practice any question answer, but reading the question is also more than enough. Can I go ahead, everyone? I'll close my revision on the chapter of audit and special audit. One thing be remembering, always remember, normal audit 30 days, 3 months plus 6 months. 3 months plus 6 months. Here it is 90 days and 90 days. That's all, everyone. Closing my discussion on the chapter of audit.